Options of the selection fields. Now we already saw that when we entered the table panel ID, we were able to find several general fields and system fields, but we weren't able to find the options in a simple selection field. In order to do that, we're going to have to go to another table. It's called AP Diccionario Términos Opciones. When we enter this table, we're going to find the ID of each one of the options of a simple selection field, and we're also going to find the ID of the specific field. And we're also going to be able to see the different options. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is identify the field, the ID of the field, of the simple selection field. Besides, I'm also going to want to identify the ID of the option. And once I do that, I'm going to be able to identify the option that was selected. In this example, we've applied a filter over here where the ID of the term is 18. This means that from now on, we're just going to see the options related to this field. So I'm going to enter the database, and here we're inside of panel 29, and I can see I've got a field that's called location, but I only have two different numbers. So in process number 1, we have 263. In process number 2, 262. And in process number 3, I have 262. How am I supposed to know what values are selected in these different processes? Well, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open this table that's called Diccionario Términos Opciones, and we're going to display all the different rows. Now here we see several IDs. So we could actually search. I can scroll down, or I could do a search up here and filter the data. But I know I'm looking for the ID 263. So I'm going to either filter or scroll down, and here we can see 263. It's actually, the option is called Clients Facilities, and it belongs to a term that has the ID 521. If I want to see only the options that this field has, because this is the ID of the simple selection term, or the simple selection field, it's 521. So I can always enter here, add a filter, and I can say where ID term is equal to 521. I can execute, and now I'll be able to see all the different options that this field has. 521, 521, 521, perfect. And it has 3 different options. One of them is called Own Facilities, the other one's called Clients Facilities, and the other one's called Hired Facilities. So which option has been assigned in this process in the instance number 1, 263? Well, I know 263 would be Clients Facilities. Now, if I want to make sure, since we're learning, I can see here Clients Facilities. This is the instance number 1, the first process that was launched. And we can see here that the option selected in the simple selection field is Clients Facilities. If I go to the panel, I can also see it here. I'll filter to see all the values. And here I have the value of the field location that's called Clients Facilities. Now, let's see how many options this field has. It actually has 3 options. We can see them here. If I go to the dictionary of terms and I search for this field, I'm also going to be able to see not only the ID of this field, we can see it here, it's 521, exactly the same as in the database, but I can open all the different options and I can see the ID of each option here. Okay, so I can compare the IDs of these options with what I just showed here in the SQL table.